Hi, if you're a Taurus born April 20th to May 20th, what can you expect for the month of April 2015? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so right away, Taurus, that we have a total lunar eclipse on April 4th in Libra. And what that means for you is it's going to create some doubt for you, and that's an unusual thing. You generally are very self-assured. So Taurus, this little bit of anxiety that's coming in, it's going to create, this little bit of doubt, a little bit of, and it's about a decision you've recently made or something you've recently done. And it could have to do with money. It could be maybe you've given money someplace and you're questioning it. Was that the right thing? Or the amount of money that you gave? Did I give enough? Did I give too much? It feels like it has to do with your money, or you could have bought something. Did I overspend? Or did I pay too much for that item? Did I really need that item? It has to do with your money, and it has to do with something that you've given, either given or purchased for yourself, that's creating anxiety for you. So the first thing you need to do is just kind of like let it go. Just realize that's part of what's going on in the ethers, and be able to step back and be able to, really step into more of a logical path. And because what's going on here with this lunar eclipse, where it's playing with your emotions, it's a full moon on steroids. So it's this huge energy, a total lunar eclipse, right? Huge energy. And the moon is all about emotions. So it's having you, and it's in your area of money. It's coming up in your financial arena. So that all of that anxiety is about something that you've already done. So what's done is done. Just trust that in the moment when you did it, it was the right thing to do. And there's no need to go back, no need to self-correct. This is just energy that's bugging you, that's creating doubt and bringing up these anxieties and these fears. Now, if there are some things that are brought to your attention, in other words, like, that's not done the way I would like it to be done, or this isn't done the way I prefer, then that's different. Then you do need to speak up and say, hey, if possible, I want it like this, or this is my preference, because that's a little different, because that's showing you, a path or a course of action that needs to be taken. That's different than the emotions of doubt. Did I do the right thing? Where it's more directed inward. Okay, so just notice the fine line there and act accordingly. Now, there is, as far as your other money goes, any other money in terms of income coming in, it's a very good month for you. It feels like there's good month. It feels like there's potential and possibility. There's going to be a new group of activity or individuals that you might be invited into. It might be a conference of some sort. It may have to do with the stock market. It may have to do with investments. It may have to do with a new accounting firm or a place, intersection of where money comes and goes. And so what you want to do is be able to connect with that group of individuals. It feels like later in the month, around the end of the month, around April 26th, something to that degree. And it feels really good. It doesn't feel like there's a problem with it. It feels like it's really a positive thing for you. So I like it. I do think you should attend. If it's an invitation to something, I do think you should go and gather more information. So it's an opportunity for you to be able to make more money, or to have a better understanding of your money and or finances, or somebody that is going to take care of your money, or even for tax purposes, but it's all around that date. Now, as far as making additional money, well, that's part of it. And then for those of you that are just kind of in a typical job, I don't really feel too many surprises. There may be, it feels more like it has to do with you. It feels like it has more to do with you're more in control of your money than somebody else in control of your money, which is always a good thing. So, in other words, if you put more time and focus into your work, I feel like you're going to get more out of it. I feel like if you're, haphazard and kind of lazy this month, you're going to expect that sort of result. So it's a little bit of, reap what you sow type of energy for you this month with your money. Now, as far as your health goes, I feel a little weak. I feel a little run down in your energy. I feel like a lot of you guys have been under stress. You've been pushing yourself and pushing yourself and pushing yourself. And which is not unusual for that Taurus workhorse who just does it, goes and goes and goes. You guys are the Energizer Bunny. And in April, I don't see a problem, but I feel like there's a request from the universe which is to kind of slow down a little bit, put your feet up a little bit. And I feel like you're going to have the first, first 15 days of April still feels like I'm like, going crazy. And the second 2 weeks of April feels much better. I feel more relaxed. I feel like, there might be a break. Some of you may have a nice vacation where there's sun, because I'm feeling sun on my face. And if you're thinking of taking one, you should take one. It doesn't have to be long. It can just be a getaway. And even, for you Tauruses who work so hard and your mind is always busy, it could be just a day, just taking a day off could be something new for you and something good for you. So I do like it. I do think that you're going to have an opportunity to do that. Some of you got some shoulder pain happening. My back right shoulder here is hurting a little bit in your energy. And that's from the burden. You carry some of you carry this as a burden. Well, if I don't do it, nobody's going to do it. If I don't get it done, nobody's going to get it done. So, I invite you to kind of give that up and put it out there that, all my needs are met. Lots of people want to help me. People want to share my duties. People want to know what I need, right? So if you start to change the thinking, we can actually change the response in the physical world around us. So just start to notice that for yourself and try it. Just start to think some different thoughts, and you've got to be consistent with it, and then you'll start to see some different results. But in this month, you're going to be given an opportunity to kind of let go of the old. See, this eclipse that's coming up is a very emotional time for a lot of people, and there's potential for huge blow-ups. A lot of people, a lot of endings and a lot of new beginnings. That's what an eclipse does. It's endings and beginnings. It kind of shapes us for what's best for us. And for you, Taurus, you can have a stubborn streak. So you may get blown out of the water with some of your stubbornness that needs to go, okay? And that's okay. And, case in point being, you want it done a certain way, so you do it yourself. And the universe may, do something so that you can't do it anymore and somebody else has to do it as a way to get you to see that other people can do this job too, or you don't have to do it all yourself. So we don't want hard lessons from the universe. Instead, we want to be proactive. So that means let's let somebody else help us. Let somebody else try it out. Let me invite somebody else or ask somebody else. So asking for help, Taurus, this month is going to help you so that the universe doesn't have to kick you and show you that more people can do it. So that's kind of what's available for you this month. Now, anything else about their health? Okay, some of you, okay, so if anybody has a health scare, that's exactly what it is, a scare, okay? It's not real. However, with all health scares, you go to the doctor. You go where you need to go to get answers. But what I want to say to you is it feels like it is a minuscule. It is a bump on the log. It is sort of nothing. It is a little something, something, but it's at the big scheme of things, it's really nothing. So I want you to not get overly worried, but I also don't want you to sit back and go, oh, it's nothing, I'm not doing anything with it. Because things can fester and burr. It may not be nothing today, but in 5 years it could be something, right? So if you've got a little health scare happening in the middle of the month, just deal with it. And some of you also, I feel like sinus cavities, sinus issues, pressure. A lot of that is because you are hard at yourself, you dig at yourself. That's self-imposed energy directed at yourself. If you can be a little kinder, a little softer on yourself, that will work as well. And then, of course, we just have, hay fever season here in the U.S., this sort of thing. But all in all, you're moving in the right direction. So, Taurus, let's see if there's anything unexpected for you this month, too, in the month of April. Yes. There's going to be some nice energy. It reminds me of a really nice picnic sort of energy, a nice surprise invitation that comes in around April 6th. That's really lovely, really sweet. I'm stopping. I'm sorry because, you know how you have an amazing dinner. It's wonderful, and then you bite your lip or you bite the inside of it, and it's like, ouch. So it's kind of a little bit like that. It's the best description I can give. So it's a really nice event, but there's a little kind of like, little thing that happens. So don't let it get you down. Don't let, don't let it bother you too much. It's a little moment, okay? But whatever you do, don't let that kind of like that moment ruin the good time, all right? It's something like that. It's something trivial and something little, but it is something that can kind of get under your skin and eat away at you, and just don't allow it, okay? Don't let your stubbornness get the best of you, and hang on to that one little incident, all right? It's like that. So whatever this really sweet little affair is, allow it to be sweet, and whatever that little bitterness is, just let it go, all right? And then that way you'll really enjoy yourself, and you'll really have a good time. And so some of you wonder, how do you let go? How do you let go when you feel, when you're stuck on that? And the way I personally use is because it's a battle of your wills. It's the battle of your ego and your spirit, right? Or your soul, and you're fighting. The ego wants to hang on to, I want to be right. That was stupid. Why'd they do that? Or why'd you do that? And a little phrase that you can use all the time is, I'm willing to be wrong. Okay, I'm done with that. All these little phrases, or I've had enough. Breath. Breath is always key. When you breathe it out, we do this unconsciously anyway, right? So like whenever we have a bad day or a bad phone call, we hang up the phone. So it's just like that. So you just like exhale your breath. It's going to help you let go. All right. So sorry, some of you wanted to know, and so I'm passing that along. Okay. There's also some really positive things. It may have short distance travel, short parties or opportunities. It may be a neighbor invites you to something. It may be spur of the moment, kind of like quaint get together. It's short, it's close. Just do it, have fun. And it may be with people that you haven't spent a lot of time with, but you really enjoy. So some nice kind of gathering opportunities in April that are going to happen for you too, that are spontaneous and spur of the moment. So be sure to take advantage of those. All right, guys, you're gonna have, I've said you've had an amazing April, because what I'm seeing is an amazing April. So lots of good things, just be aware, we've got this combustible energy, with the total solar eclipse around April 6th. Just kind of glide through it. Don't let it get you down, and really just kind of be open to receiving, the passage, what's letting go, what you're letting go of, and the new beginnings, right? And if you're willing to just kind of be in the flow of things, you're going to be fine. You're going to have a great month. All right, all you guys, I will talk again with you next month. So have a fabulous April.